Hey everybody, this is just a quick conversation in preparation for tonight's live. This is the Now November series of the Resilience Project. If you are new to me, my name is Penda James, and the Resilience Project is a podcast where I talk to people that I care about and they tell me their bounce back story. Today, I have a special guest, and I have gotten him to do this with me. It's uncomfortable for him, so I'm not going to keep you long. But if you have never met Dr. Robert James, here
Hello.
he is. This is my husband. So when we talk about me interviewing and talking to people that I love, he is one of them. So thank you for being here with me. All right, so I have just one question for you, and I want you to be honest with me and with the people who are watching and who will also come and watch the replay. The theme for this month is Now November. So, every year since 2014, I've invited people to write on my blog, and they would write a letter to November and make a declaration, which I guess was the prequel for where we are now with the Resilience Project. Now, November, today's declaration is I won't quit on myself again. So, I have one question for you. What is it like to watch somebody that you love quit on themselves?
That's my question. I'll say this. Hello, everybody who's watching and the individual who no longer watching. But we're so grateful for this opportunity. When we talk about what is it like to see someone quit on themselves, it's hard, especially as a husband who love and care for, to see individuals, especially my wife, quit on all the dreams and passions that she has. Sometimes she get in these moments where she doesn't feel like she is great and excellent, but I wouldn't have married her if she wasn't great and excellent. And so, just also, it's sometimes a challenge to try to encourage those, and you see all the gifts and talents that God has placed inside of them, and you want them to succeed. When one thing, I guess those who watching, she's an editor and writer, and it was a hard time in the beginning getting her to understand her worth, especially as it relates to charging individuals the
Telling
rate
all my
that
business.
she's worth. Hey, you brought me on here to talk.
Okay.
So it's a challenge, but it's also encouraging when others are helping push her to walk in her calling and gifting so that she can do more so she doesn't quit again. That's not in our game plan, especially during this season. Quitting is not an option, but we're going to remain committed to all the things we have gifted inside of us.
Okay, so thank you for telling all my
Oh,
business.
of course, you brought me on here.
So when we say you watched me quit on myself, I didn't always know that I was quitting on myself. And so when you would say, okay, you're not charging enough, since we'll go there, or in this role for me being married to you and you are a senior pastor, like shutting down every part of myself that brings me joy was quitting on myself. I knew I did that. So how was that to see like you would fight me and try to push me to come back and I'm like, nope, I don't want to operate in the excellence that I know I'm supposed to be operating in.
I mean, of course, it's hard and difficult. What are you asking? Are you asking how did it make me feel, or what did I
Yes,
see?
yeah, yeah. How did it make you feel to watch me quit?
Oh, it was sometimes discouraging because, of course, as husbands, we're protectors, and I wanted to protect my wife. And yeah, that's a whole nother conversation. But I wanted to protect my wife and make sure that she's doing good. So it was hard
Yeah.
just seeing her in those low moments. But I just wanted to encourage her the best way I could to keep on fighting and forget the environment that you may be operating in.
So there will be someone who's going to come back and watch, and she or he will know that they quit on themselves. Can you just give them a word of encouragement to get back up and to pick up that mantle and keep running without stopping till they get to the end?
One thing I would say, especially for those who may be watching or watching on the rebroadcast, now is not the season for you or your family to quit, and especially from my perspective on the things that God has called you to do. It's important because there are people who need to hear from you. There are voices that God has given you and gifted you with that only you can reach. And so it's important to not give up on anything, especially I'm doing this season with talking to people about how to deal with opposition. Opposition comes right when your breakthrough is right around the corner. So that's what I would encourage you who might be watching. Don't give up. If you feel like giving up, get connected with some individuals who can push you, and y'all can push each other to not give up and remain committed to all the things that God has in store for you.
Yep. Thank you, Dr. Robert James, and thank you all for joining us. I know this was a short conversation.
Yep, it's short.
I hope that I can get Pastor to come back in and talk to us again. But this is just a prequel of what Now November is. Last week, I shared my own testimony, so you can go back and watch that. Next week, I have some special guests. Tonight, I have a special guest. I'm calling her Dr. Mo, but she has been working on her doctorate. Now, you've been through that experience.
Yes.
She's been working, and you had to stop a couple of times. But you didn't quit. You just had to stop. She's been working on her doctorate for a couple of years, and this time she said, I'm going to finish. So join us tonight. And if you're interested in having a conversation with me, you can go to my website, www.inscribedinspiration. Look for the tab that says The Resilience Project. Go to my YouTube channel and look at some of the other conversations. I've had some really, really powerful conversations with people, and they've shared their bounce back story. I know you have one too. See you tonight at 7. Do not quit. Now November, I won't quit on myself again.